Good morning class. As you all know beta, in the previous video we have discussed about the basic part of chapter number 3rd. Today we will start our exercise 3.1. So the first question is, which of the following numbers can be perfect squares? Give reason. Okay, we have to find perfect square number and also we have to give the reason why they can be a perfect square. Okay, to solve this question beta, recall your mind that you have learned about a property of perfect square and the property is unit place value. According to this property beta, possible value of unit place of a perfect square are 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 5 and 9 only. Only means beta, if a number has unit place 2, 3, 7 and 8, then the number can never be a perfect square. The number can never be a perfect square. Never be a perfect square. Okay, a number can be a perfect square if and only if the unit place value is 0, 1, 4, 6, 5 and 9. Okay, so in the question number first, what we have to check? We have to check only the unit place value. What we have to check? Only the unit place value. By using this property, we can solve the question number first. Okay, so now look at the A part of question number first. What is the unit place value? 0. So we can say that the unit place value is 0. Unit place value is 0. So this number can be a perfect square. Okay, so this number can be a perfect square. So this is the solution of A part. In the same manner, look at the B part. Unit place value is 4. So second part is also a perfect square. Now in the C part, what is the unit place value? The unit place value is 7. And we know that if a number has unit place value out of 2, 3, 7 or 8, then it never be a perfect square. It never be a perfect square. So C part is not a perfect square because the unit place value is 7. And in D part again the unit place value is 5. So we can say that the number 65195 can be a perfect square because unit place is 5. What is unit place? 5. Okay. In the same manner, you have to solve the remaining part. Okay. Now we will move on the question number 2nd. So the question number 2nd is, check whether the squares of a given number are even or odd. Okay. As we know beta, square of a even number is again even and square of a odd number is again odd. Is again odd. Okay, so what we have to check here? We have to check only the number. If the number is even, then the square is also even, and if the number is odd, then the square is also odd. So what is the solution of second question? Look at here. A part, 42. 42 is a even number, so the square of 42 is also even, and in B part number is 895. B part, this is an odd number, so the square is also an odd number. Clear? In this manner you have to solve your question number second. So this is the solution of your question number second. Okay beta, try to do the remaining part by yourself. If the number is even, square is also even. If the number is odd, square is also odd. Okay. Now question number third. Write the unit digit of the squares of the following number. Now beta, in this question you have to write only the unit digit of the square of a given number. A part. To solve this question, if you have a number and you have to write the only unit place value of the square of number, then you have to check only the unit place value. So the unit place value in 75 is 5. Square this number and the square of 5 is 25. So unit place value of square of 75 is 5. Okay, you have to just only square the unit place number. Okay, in the same manner in the B part is 416. What is the unit place here? Here is the unit place is 6. Square of 6 is equal to 36. What is the square of 6? 36. 6 square is equal to 36. So what is the unit value here? 6. So when you square 416, the unit place value will become 6 again. Okay. So this is the solution of your B part. In the same manner you have to solve the remaining question. Just look at the unit place value and square them. For example, if you have a number 2590, if you square this number, then the unit place is 0. If you square 0, then again the unit place is 0. So the square, after doing the square of 2390, you will get unit place 0 as your answer. Okay. So this is the solution of your third question beta. Now come on the question number fourth. Find the square of given number without actual multiplication. Okay, to solve the question number fourth beta, you have to use some identity, and the identities are a plus b whole square. This is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab, and a minus b whole square. This is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay. So by using these two property, we have to solve the question number fourth. Now look at the question number fourth. A part, you have to find the square of 52. So which property will you use? Look at here. A part, you have to find the square of 52. We can write 52 as 50 plus 2. Here our a is 50 and b is 2. So what you have to do? A square means 50 square plus b square means 2 square plus 2ab means 2 multiplied by 50 multiplied by 2. Okay. Now we have to solve this identity. So what is the solution of this identity? This is equal to square of p is equal to 2500 and square of 2 is equal to 4, and multiplication of 2 to 50 and 2 again will become 200. By adding all these numbers, we will get the square of 52. So the addition is equal to 2704. So this is the square of 52. 52 square is equal to 2704. This is the answer of your question number fourth A part. Now we will do another part. So B part is 99. we can write 99 as 100 minus 1. So 99 square is equal to 100 minus 1 square, and we know that a minus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So here our a is 100 and b is 1. So a square is equal to 100 square plus 1 square is equal to b square minus 2ab means 2 multiplied by 100 multiplied by 1, and this is equal to 100 square is equal to 10,000 plus 1 square is equal to 1 and minus 200. After solving this, what we have? We have 9801. So this is the square of 99 without any actual multiplication of 99 with 99. Okay, so this is the solution of your B part of question number 4th. Now the question number 5th. In the question number 5th, we have to write the Pythagorean triplet whose one number is given. As you know that beta, if we have two number like 2n, n square minus 1 and n square plus 1, then these number are in Pythagorean triplet. To solve the question number 5th, we have taken one number as 2n. What we have to do? We have to take given number equal to 2n, and then we have to find remaining 2 by using this and this formula. Okay, so look at the question number 5th A part. In this question we have given the value of 2n beta. Okay, what we have given? Out of triplet pair we have given one value, so we can imagine that value equal to 2n. So in A part we have given 6. So if 2n is equal to 6, this implies beta n is equal to 6 by 2, and that is 3. So one triplet out of Pythagorean triplet we have one value, and that is equal to 6. That is equal to 6, and we can find the value of n from here easily by using this way. So what is the value of n? N is equal to 3, and we have to find the value of n square minus 1 and n square plus 1 to complete the triplet. Okay, so by putting value of n here, what we have? 3 square minus 1 and 3 square plus 1. This is equal to 9 minus 1, and this is equal to 9 plus 1. This is equal to 8, and this is equal to 10. So the required Pythagorean triplet is equal to 6, 8 and 10. This is the solution of your question number 5th A part. The remaining part of this question are same as like A part. Try to do them by yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day.